Hey guys, hope you're doing well. So it is officially Christmas Eve, so with tomorrow being Christmas, we need to get the car in on the Christmas spirit. So we'll start off making the halos green and red, give them a nice little fade as well, and we'll turn on the underglow, which is probably a little too bright to tell, but it's just this little green and red back and forth dancing motion. It'll get darker here soon, so you'll be able to see it in a bit. And this one is called Christmas Bee. Today is gonna be the last day of our top 5 list, and I got some help from my friend Chris on this one, and this is gonna be the top 5 best mods for your Fusion. It already got dark pretty fast. Now, the items on this list, I don't have all of them on my car. I do have some, but I was able to get perspective from Chris on some of the rest. But the first one that I would have to start off with is the Fusion Sport rear lower valance. Now, I do want to start with this one because if you already have a Fusion Sport, then you already have this piece, and you already have a head start on everybody. But it's definitely one of the favorites that I have on this car. Gotten a lot of compliments on it, and a lot of people do ask where I got it. I do have it linked in the description box down below. It is in pretty high demand, so if you do see it available, definitely buy it. You will not regret it. It is a direct replacement piece. So if any of you guys remember, I originally just had the single exhaust outlet on this side, and it actually still lines up with that piece. So even if you don't do the dual exhaust right away, it'll still actually fit. And I didn't replace anything other than that piece. This piece up here is exactly the same. I just got it painted. Hey buddy, I would advise you do that as well, just because it does update the look of your car. You can see it fits all the factory lines, and it gives you tons of room for upgrades, customization, and aftermarket parts. Chris was even able to put some sort of Challenger setup on his Fusion Sport, which is really, really cool. So it is definitely one of the best mods for Fusion. Next up is actually something I don't have on my car, which is the Velocitec Ram Air Big Mouth Intake. And basically it's a piece that goes right behind your grille, and what it does is it feeds air to your engine. It doesn't matter if your car's stock tuned or if you've done up your engine, it will help you get better performance out of your Fusion. They have tons of different specs, color options, and they even partner with Diode Dynamics, as you saw in my Fusion Flood video. They actually have an LED option that lets you control the lights from your phone. And I can tell you from experience, a lot of the cars that you've probably seen online have the Velocitec Ram Air intake. It's definitely one of the most approachable ways to get some better performance out of your car. It's very inexpensive as well compared to what other things you can do. Third on the list are the Porsche style taillights. Now, you've heard me talk about these a ton on this channel specifically. I definitely think they help modernize your car a lot. They look really cool, really bright as well. That is something I got questions on. How bright are they? As you can see, they're pretty bright compared to everything going on around the car. They really give your car that custom factor as well. And if Fusion Flood was any example, they look really, really cool just driving around at night specifically. Next up is gonna be a tune for your car. So there's a good few options out there, but me personally, I would recommend the Tuning by James tune, because that one for a daily driver at least is gonna be your best bet. It gives you more power, it shifts a lot smoother than other tunes on the market for a Fusion. I personally don't have experience with it, but Chris, being really into the Fusion community, he's heard nothing but great things, and a bunch of you guys that submit your cars for the reacting to your Fusions videos, a ton of you guys have that tune and say it's great, you're really happy with it, and a lot of those videos are very convincing. Also, keep in mind, none of these are in order, just my thought process as I write these down. Now, lastly, I would have to put the Mustang style headlights on this list as well. It's basically night and day when I put these on over my stock headlights, and the functions that they have are really, really cool, and they actually give you a lot more room for customization as well. I know you can do a lot of retrofits with the stock headlights, but the fact that this one already has the halos in place, you can upgrade them if you want. The gills being the turn signals and actually being DRLs if you want them to are really, really cool options. The fact that it's all blacked out gives it a really, really nice custom factor, especially with the rest of the car. So the color tones look really, really nice. It is a little bit more expensive than most other options out there, but they're honestly a really, really great canvas for whatever it is you're wanting to do to your headlights. Whether you want to keep them how they come out of the box or customize them, do a retrofit like I did, it's a really, really good option, and all the questions I had were able to be answered by the seller. All you really have to do is align them. And it does definitely help modernize your front end, which I do really, really like. So that has to make it on this list, because this is also one of the things I've gotten tons of compliments on, and it was a really big hit at Fusion Flood, so I was really happy to show you guys this car with the headlights and the halos all done up. And of course, these are going to be debatable depending on what it is you're wanting to do to your car, but this is my personal top 5 best mods list for your Fusion. And Chris also did say that 20-inch wheels and air suspension is definitely the way to go for a Fusion. And I'd love to get on that train, but I gotta save up money first, because it's a little expensive. But nonetheless, let his Fusion Sport be the example of how good that looks. And make sure to check him out at Blue Knight Fusion on Instagram. But that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for all the support this year. I really didn't think we'd reach this point this soon, but here we are, and it's all thanks to you guys. Now, if you do want to see more stuff, I do have the Camaro build that I've been working on for the past few weeks. I don't really know how long it's been. I have the playlist up here. I can't wait to show you guys what we have in store for next year. Got a lot for that car, got a lot for this car. I'm really excited. But nonetheless, I hope you have a great holiday season, and I'll see you next year.